If you're like me, there's a lot of emailing in your life right now. It's just kind of the way we're talking to each other when we can't always talk in person. But between the writing, the editing, and then the back and forth that sometimes ensues with the reader afterwards, sometimes I feel like emailing is eating up a huge part of my day. Is there a way to make this more efficient? Certainly. What we're going to do today is look at a 3-step process for writing efficient and also actionable emails, including starting with a main point, then providing a call to action, and then previewing the whole email with a 2-part subject line that gives the reader a hint at both that topic and that action. Okay, so let's get to work. All right, number 1, we want to write a really strong main point sentence. I would encourage you to literally have one sentence you can point to and say, look, there's my main point. This helps you feel confident that you've conveyed what you need to, and it helps make sure that we don't accidentally miss anything our reader needs. So have a sentence in there that truly says, hey reader, here's what's up, here's what this email is for. Where's that sentence gonna go? Paragraph 1, right? We're not gonna make the reader wait for it. We're not gonna make the reader hunt for it. We're gonna provide it in paragraph 1. And to provide a really strong main point sentence, we can write a sentence using the 5 W's. Who, what, when, where, why. By including all of that information, or whichever of the 5 you find relevant for the situation, we know that we've given the reader the parameters and information that they need. For example, and I'll use this example throughout the 3 steps today, let's say we are offering some new classes in our learning division of a company or organization. A main point sentence in an email could say to the team, we've updated our virtual course offerings last month to better reflect our population's needs. We is the who. What did we do? We updated. When did we do it? Last month. Why did we do it? To better meet your needs. Where did we do it? We kind of get the hint that it's virtual. So we were actually able to convey all 5 pieces of information in one pretty concise sentence. And now we know, yeah, my reader pretty much knows what I'm talking about by the end of the first paragraph. Secondly, we want to include a call to action, and we want to make sure it's truly actionable. Now, what I mean by that is sometimes I have provided what I think is a call to action, but I've actually more like just given a hint. For example, I've written something like, maybe I send people a document and I say, I'm still collecting revision ideas for this document. Well, I didn't really tell people what to do or when. I just kind of hinted that it might be nice if they gave me some revision ideas. It would be easier if I said something like, please submit revision ideas by the end of Thursday, right? That would let the reader know, okay, here's what I need to do. So similarly, back to our class topic, we could say, after we already gave the main point about the new courses, we could then say, you can register for these new classes starting Monday by using the link below. You'll notice sometimes the call to action has some of those W's too. But what I've done is I've let them know what to do, where and how to do it through the link, and when it's going to be happening. Okay, our 3rd step is to write a 2-part subject line. Now that might be a new idea, but here's why I do this. We have 2 parts to our main paragraph in our email. We have a main point sentence and a call to action. What if our subject line could preview both of those, so that by the time the reader opens the email, they're already in the mind frame to receive our message? So what I like to do is create a 2-part subject line where the first part references the main point, and then I put a colon, and the second part references the call to action. So for the example we're working with, we could say new classes, colon, register Monday. Now when I get in there and read the email, that reader's already ready to learn about new classes, and they already know that they want to get ready to register. One more quick example, thinking back to that idea of collecting revisions for an update, maybe I could say brochure draft, colon, edits requested. And that, if I'm emailing someone an attachment I'd like them to provide edits for, they're going to know right away through that subject line what to do. So I'll tell you, last week I was working with a team at a construction company, and somebody brought up a really important point. He said that every time he emails this one particular vendor, he gets phone calls back. More than one. He doesn't usually get back what he hoped for from the email, but it ends up instead taking more of his time. That is the purpose of this process. That if we know we've said our point, our call to action, and we've previewed it all with a subject line, we're more likely to get back the response we needed rather than receiving questions. So try it out, see how the 3-step process goes for you, and let me know in the comments. Did you get more action out of your readers? Did you get fewer questions out of your readers? Okay, and then I'll check the comments and we'll see what's next for our next video. Okay, and if you like what you're learning here, please click like, share, subscribe, give me your comments, and we'll keep on getting to work together to write with high value.